Stacey King, the legendary Chicago Bulls center and beloved television commentator, died at the age of 59 due to a sudden fall at his home in Illinois. He won 3 straight championships alongside Michael Jordan. His true second act came behind the microphone. For 20 years, his voice filled Chicago homes with pure excitement. His broadcasts were never dry because he brought humor and a massive personality to the screen. He leaves behind countless fans who will miss his voice on game nights. Clive Davis, the legendary American record executive and music producer, died due to complications from an upper respiratory issue. Over his 50-year career, he shaped the music we listen to every day. He was the force behind launching or saving the careers of superstars like Janis Joplin, Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel, and Whitney Houston. He brought artists like the Notorious B.I.G. and Outkast to the airwaves. Artists like Springsteen remembered him as a generous friend who always trusted his natural instincts. Music was his lifelong passion, and his loss left a massive void in the industry. Alan Greenspan, the former chairman of the United States Federal Reserve who guided American monetary policy under 4 presidents, died at the age of 100 due to complications from Parkinson's disease. Nominated by Ronald Reagan in 1987, he ran the central bank for nearly 19 years. He kept interest rates low and guided the country through major events like the 1987 stock market crash and the dot-com boom. While many praised his grasp of finance, critics blamed his loose regulatory policies for their role in the 2008 housing collapse. James Burrows, the iconic television director who directed Cheers and Friends, died at the age of 85 due to natural causes. He started his television career back in 1974 with The Mary Tyler Moore Show. He co-created Cheers and directed episodes of Taxi, Frasier, and Will and Grace. His work established the tone of modern sitcoms. He earned 11 Emmy Awards and 5 Directors Guild Awards for his work. The Guild honored him with a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2015. His work will continue to make audiences laugh for generations. Juleigh Mayfield, the beloved American intersex activist and author, died at the age of 51 due to stage 5 kidney disease. She passed away following a prolonged battle with the illness. Born with an extra X chromosome, she spent years using her platforms on social media to teach and reach those curious about the intersex spectrum. She spoke openly about her health struggles and the complex legal battles she faced trying to update her identification documents. Her book, Genderless, Fearless, and Fabulous, published last year, shared her life story with readers worldwide. She was also a prominent voice in local community events and advocacy programs. Tay Keith, the Grammy-nominated American music producer who produced Drake's Look Alive, died at the age of 29 after officers found him unresponsive in his Nashville apartment. Police officers discovered him during a welfare check, and they confirmed that no foul play is suspected. He became one of the most famous producers of his generation and produced massive hits like Travis Scott's Sicko Mode, and worked with artists like Beyoncé, Future, and 21 Savage. His death shocked the hip-hop community, and his longtime partner, Blockboy JB, posted a heartbreaking tribute on social media. Jill Smokler, the popular American author and creator of the parenting community Scary Mommy, died at the age of 48 due to stage 4 glioblastoma. She passed away after a 2-year battle with brain cancer. She started Scary Mommy as a simple blog in 2008 while she raised 3 toddlers. It quickly became a massive platform for mothers because she spoke honestly about the hard parts of parenting. She wrote about the guilt, the boredom, and the anger that mothers usually keep secret. Her books became bestsellers, and she gave millions of women permission to stop chasing perfection. Even during her illness, she kept her trademark wit and focused on spending time with her children. Tom Dreesen, the legendary stand-up comedian and Frank Sinatra's longtime opening act, died at the age of 86 due to natural causes. Raised in poverty, he served in the Navy before he turned to comedy. He made history when he formed one of America's first interracial stand-up duos with Tim Reed in the early 70s. Later, he became a solo act and spent 14 years as the opening act for Frank Sinatra on tour. He also opened for stars like Sammy Davis Jr. and Gladys Knight. He appeared on late-night shows with Johnny Carson and David Letterman more than 60 times. He wrote a memoir about his life in comedy and his close friendship with the Rat Pack. Walter Parazaider, the co-founding saxophonist of the classic rock band Chicago, died at the age of 81 due to Alzheimer's disease. His daughter confirmed he passed away peacefully after a 6-year battle with the illness. He was inspired by the Beatles to form a rock band with a horn section. He gathered his friends in 1967 and they rehearsed in his mother's basement. Initially called The Big Thing, the group eventually became Chicago. He played saxophone and woodwinds on massive hits like If You Leave Me Now, and retired from touring in 2018. The band posted a tribute thanking him for his vision because he brought musicians together. Kyle Calder, the former NHL forward who spent 10 seasons on the ice, died at the age of 47 due to a brief illness. He was drafted by the Chicago Blackhawks in 1997. He went on to play 590 regular season games and scored 114 goals for teams like the Blackhawks, Flyers, Red Wings, Kings, and Ducks. His best season came in 2005 when he scored 26 goals for Chicago. Opponents and teammates respected his incredible work ethic and grit. After retiring from professional play, he turned his focus to youth hockey. He spent years coaching young players in Chicago and Los Angeles. Andy Lewis, the famous extreme sports athlete who performed with Madonna at the Super Bowl, died at the age of 39 due to a base jumping accident in Utah. He died during a tandem jump in a remote desert area near Moab alongside a client. Known to fans as Sketchy Andy, he grew up in California and became a global sensation in aerial sports. He won 4 consecutive world championships in slacklining and set a Guinness World Record. His biggest moment of fame came in 2012 when he performed tricks on a slackline during Madonna's Super Bowl halftime show. He also set a record-breaking walk 480 feet above the Las Vegas Strip. Jane Yolen, the prolific fantasy and children's book author who wrote The Devil's Arithmetic, died at the age of 87 due to natural causes. Born in New York, she wrote over 400 books during her career. Her most famous work, The Devil's Arithmetic, introduced generations of young readers to the history of the Holocaust. She also wrote popular children's books like Owl Moon and the Commander Toad series. Her unique storytelling earned her the World Fantasy Award for Lifetime Achievement and the title of Grand Master from the science fiction community. Beau Williams, the celebrated gospel and R&B singer who won a Dove Award, died at the age of 76 due to cancer. The son of a preacher, he grew up in Houston and sang in church. He rose to national prominence in 1984, where he defeated a long-standing champion on Star Search. His 1989 album, Wonderful, stayed in the top 10 of the Billboard Gospel charts for 58 weeks. The album earned him a Dove Award for Song of the Year, alongside Grammy and Stellar nominations. He also sang the national anthem for the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Cowboys for several years. Ronell Johnson, the legendary Preservation Hall jazz band trombone player, died at the age of 49 due to complications from a heart attack. Born in Louisiana, he grew up in a musical family and joined the marching band at St. Augustine High School. He spent nearly 30 years performing at the historic Preservation Hall in New Orleans. He traveled the world with the band, where he played the sousaphone and the trombone. He also co-founded the Cool Bone Brass Band with his brother. He is remembered as a once-in-a-generation talent whose joy was completely infectious. Eddie Andelman, the pioneering Boston sports radio talk show host, died at the age of 89 due to natural causes. In 1969, he launched The Sports Huddle on WBZ, a show that essentially created the modern sports talk radio format. He spent over 40 years on the air and earned the nickname the Godfather of sports talk radio. He believed sports belonged to the fans in the bleachers, not just the owners in the skyboxes. He also founded the Hot Dog Safari, a charity event that raised millions of dollars for diabetes research. Broadcasters praised him as the reason sports radio is so powerful today. Teddie Beverley, the beloved English singer and last surviving member of the Beverley Sisters vocal trio, died at the age of 99 due to natural causes. The sisters rose to fame in the 50s with their matched outfits and vocal harmonies on radio, television, and stage. They released over 250 songs and had several hits on the charts. They were famous for their wholesome image, but also used their platform to poke fun at strict broadcasting standards. She was a pioneering figure in British entertainment, and her passing marks the end of a legendary musical era. Mikhail Torrance, the former Alabama Crimson Tide basketball star, died at the age of 37 due to a heart condition. He grew up in Alabama and became a standout point guard for the Crimson Tide from 2006 to 2010. He suffered from a heart ailment, and that impacted his draft prospects, but he still went on to play professionally. He played for teams in Turkey, Canada, Finland, and Mexico during his 5-year professional career. Fans and former coaches remembered him as a player with incredible grit who fought hard on and off the court. William Smithers, the veteran American actor who played Jeremy Wendell on Dallas, died at the age of 98 due to natural causes. Born in Virginia, he made his Broadway debut in 1951 as Tybalt alongside Olivia de Havilland. He won a Theatre World Award and became a member of the Actors Studio. He is best remembered as J.R. Ewing's ruthless business rival in 50 episodes of the hit series Dallas. He also starred in Peyton Place and played the strict warden in the 1973 film Papillon. Beyond acting, he fought for actors' rights and won a landmark lawsuit against MGM that is still studied in law schools. Megan Kimmel, the champion American mountain runner who won the Sky Runner World Series, died at the age of 46 by suicide. Her passing left the running community in deep mourning. Born in Denver, she spent her life in the mountains and became a legend in the sport of skyrunning. She won the Sky Runner World Series in 2016 and earned a silver medal at the World Championships in Chamonix. Fellow runners respected her incredible strength and competitive drive on the most challenging trails in the world. After retiring from competition, she remained a beloved figure in the outdoor community. Kirsti Sparboe, the famous Norwegian singer and actress who competed 3 times in the Eurovision Song Contest, died at the age of 79 due to natural causes. She started singing at a very young age and represented Norway in the Eurovision Song Contest in 1965, 1967, and 1969. Although she scored few points in the international contest, she became a household name at home. She released several successful singles in Germany and Sweden and showed off her acting skills in television comedies and stage plays. In 1972, she won a prestigious Spellemannprisen Award as Female Artist of the Year. Music fans across Norway remembered her as a cheerful performer and brought joy to the stage.